It's not even fun anymore. I should bail and run through the door, but something's holding me back. You feed my ego, together we go. Talking dirty, playing cheap. I know I'm in too deep.
Now streaming live, Full Velocity TV begins now.
Are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen, strap yourselves in for the wildest thrill ride of your life. So grab a snack and sit back because we're about to throw it down.
We've got the best three-wide action door-to-door racing on the turn number 4 you'll find on iRacing, right here live on the Full Velocity Racing Network.
We are about to crown tonight's champion, and it's time to let her dig.
We're restacked and repacked up for turn number 4. Who's it gonna be?
And good evening, race fans. Welcome in live to the Full Velocity Racing Network. And we are live tonight inside the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Great to come out here on a Monday night. The Adrenaline Rush Truck Series this evening. Coming to you live via Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch TV. What's up, everybody? Good Monday night to y'all. Phil LaCasse here, Jack chewing on controls, and who knows, the cast of characters that may pop in. I believe Sam from Blade known to be coming here and then chat a little bit with us. So we're in for a good night here. Live. Also, Hot Rod, I believe, is also here, so he may pipe in at any time. You never kind of know. It's a good time on a Monday night here at Full Velocity Racing Network. So saddle in, get ready for a 100-lap main event. I believe 13 trucks in the pit area here tonight. They're in the thralls of qualifying. So before we go racing here this evening, let's go trackside for the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, thank you to Kevin Dedman and Dirty Grass Solo playing our national anthem. Thank you to Charlie Milner at Milner Media and Design. Thank you, Adam Lady, out there for the 200 stars that he's already thrown our way. Get involved in the Full Velocity Racing Network here nightly. The stars donations, become a supporter by clicking that badge for $4.99 a month, or just kind of being out here and interacting. We like that as we go to all three platforms tonight: Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Let's have a good time. 100 laps around the 1.5 mile Charlotte Motor Speedway. Let's take a look at our starting lineup tonight, presented by 3D Racing. On the pole tonight with a lap of 30.069, the number 6 truck. That'll be Richard Gonzalez. And alongside with the number 29 will be Curtis Preston. In row number 2, the number 9 truck will be Kevin Gladrisich for the number 1 of Michael Sheffield to the outside. In row number 3, the number 23 is Chad Biesinger, the number 46 of Adam Lighty. On the outside of row number 3 with Wade Fields in the number 3, starting 7th with the number 11 of Robert Nestor. Next to him on the 4th row. In row 5, last week's winner aboard truck number 4, new look for the Ford this week for the Ford truck. That'll be GT Irizarry, and alongside with the number 92, that'll be Keith Bradley. Rolling off 11th tonight, did not take a qualifying time. The truck of number 16, that'll be Matt Oprick. The number 88 of Ryan Ezel next to him, and the number 15 of David Edwards will complete their 13 truck roster here tonight. The Adrenaline Rush Racing League here every Monday night. Come out, get involved, do some truck racing, and have a good time. It always will be. And thank you to Michael Sheffield for all the hard work he has put in. Of course, his home base over at Sheffield Graphics. He does a lot of the good wraps we'll see out there tonight. And Mike's a good dude, so appreciate all his efforts for us. He's always looking to find new ways for us to be out there, be busy, and do some good stuff. So a lot of cool things ahead. So make sure you pay attention here to our Facebook or our any kind of our social media outlets. Also, of course, our home base website is fullvelocitytv.com, where you can see the latest updated news. You can see our current event schedule. A lot of things coming up this week. A rare off night for a Tuesday tomorrow night. So we'll be coming back here Wednesday. The Dirt Warrior Racing League will be there with Wednesday night street fights. And then also a cool event, a charity event being put on by our friends at Ty BTV. It's Ty versus the Beard. We'll tell you more about that. That'll be coming up, I believe, 10 p.m. Wednesday night. So a big twin bill. It'll be a good time, all for charity. Loser of that match race is going to lose their beard. Some guys very attached to the beard. Tyler is. So it'll be kind of neat to see how that whole story unfolds. Of course, Thursday, a big night as always, where we'll be over live at the Todd will be over at the 3D Racing Great Debate, and we'll be over at the Elite Dirt Racing League on Thursday night, Pro Late Model. So a very, very busy week, and hope to be there. And of course, the big one, Sam's in the house tonight, I do believe. We have a great event, Patriot Graphics 200, coming up on Sunday. 2 p.m. Eastern time, we go live for that one, but I believe practice will start on Friday. Check out Blade Node Motorsports over on Facebook. Come get involved, open to all. Sunday afternoon, 50 credits to win iRacing.
Green flag.
Very big week, as that's the call. Green flag up in the air. Let's go through it 100 laps around the Charlotte Motor Speedway. We'll have a good time as they roll off turn number 2 on the opening lap, and a good lap here in qualifying for the number 6 of Richard Gonzalez. So he will lead out of turn number 2. We will go in a dogfight for second already. Gladrisich will pull to the inside. He started the inside of that second row. Him and Curtis Preston, the 29. They'll race for that second spot. Let's go off to number 4. Let's complete lap number 1 through the dog leg, and these guys getting it done. They are zinging around this place tonight. Look at these lap times of line. They're going to be right around 30 seconds flat here for these opening laps of this one. Kevin Gladrisich, the 9 truck, put the 9 now up to the race lead. I think he just on the short list of drivers I had here tonight, I think Gladrisich should be one to watch. I think GT Irizarry, number 4, after a dominating performance last week, I think he'll be a guy to watch as well. You never know where these heavy hitters may come from. Guys like Gonzalez, a good lap. Chad Biesinger's had some good runs, and unknown to us, Curtis Preston. This race can really run. Mike Sheffield's been having some really quality runs as well in the 1 truck, so kind of never know. 100 laps is a long time, and we'll cover it all night long and be here, and hope you'll enjoy it with us as we're still early here. 2 laps of 100 complete. 9 truck is broken away by about 4 to 5 truck lengths down the back chute, heading toward turn at number 3 and 4. And we watch this race for second, kind of sorting itself out for the time being as we look at Gonzalez and Preston and Jackson. The racing is behind them, and it definitely is. I'm watching racing back here. Keith Bradley, the 92. You want to talk about early big jump. He started 10th, and he's all the way up to the 4th spot. GT Arizari starting to come as well with the number 4 truck as he started 9th. He is up to 7th, but that Jack Daniels machine, a new look for the 4, a new make, and he is on a roll on the low side. Let's see if that Ford will take care of him this week after a dominating run to end the Chevy brigade he put on that one. Weird to see GT in a Chevy. But we will see the F-150 out there tonight, the Ford truck. He runs P6 now as we complete, let's say, lap number 5 as we'll complete this one this time to turns number 3 and 4. They're in the back chute, so we're still a half lap away from completing that 5th lap as trucks begin to settle on in. You got to imagine now they've kind of worked the laps in. They're kind of feeling out their setup still, and I was talking to Sam here earlier, and I'll bring Sam to the conversation now if he's listening. Sam, you talked about this being maybe a potential one-stop race if this goes green. How do you think these trucks are reacting here early on in the race? They're probably still feeling pretty good.
Yeah, the tires are just getting warmed up. They're starting to. Okay, I can't lie. I'm not even watching the stream right now. I'm just gonna go off by my own knowledge. 3 laps in, 2 or 3 laps in, 6 laps in. Tires getting warmed up. Should see a pit window between 46 and 52, I believe.
Stuff to keep an eye on here later on. So I wanted to pick on Sam's knowledge while he's just kind of here hanging out. You know, not part of the broadcast team here tonight by no means, but he's just kind of hanging out. Leave him and Hot Rod's also hanging in the house. So you never know where the conversation may go. This one kind of may stretch itself out.
You know what Ford stands for, don't you, Phil?
First on race day.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
First on race day, yep. Absolutely right. It will take it no other way. I'm a believer in the blue oval. Definitely am, for sure. If not a blue oval, a Dodge. He do got a race to the lead. Look at that. Is Gladricic coming under fire from the Curtis Preston number 29. Kurt having a good run here early as he works through that black machine to the low side. I believe he'll be scored the leader at the line. Yes, he will. Not by much, but give the 29 truck the race lead.
There's 4 of
Curtis
them up
Preston,
there.
Gladricic going to fall into second. And how about this run for the 92? Well, Keith Bradley started 10th, and he has run his way into the top 3, and he is a contender here early on as he pulls his way now up to P2, and maybe a run for the lead off the exit of turn number 2 there as we should count 4. We head down the front straightaway here through the dog leg, the D-shape, and good run for the 92 is now him and Gladricic. They resume a side-by-side battle. Put the 9 truck back to second. I'm still working on what cam I want to be in. I'm in the spotter stand and a bit too far away through 3 and 40 to even know what corner I'm in. So
I think that
play with this.
I think that 92 truck has a little bit of that NOS in it.
Think so. A little energy boost in that thing. How about some adrenaline rush in that 92, that NOS string? That thing is shooting out there, 10th to 3rd. The opening 10 laps now completing this one. 100 laps going to be the distance. It's not a long race, but pretty much going to be like a sprint race with 13 drivers out there as we have a lead change as Jack is called out. Kevin Gladricic back to the low side, so put the 9 back in a little
and
crawls of the race lead. And
don't look now, Phil, but here's GT.
I was just going to say that Jack Daniels number 4 is starting to loom large in the picture. Up to 4th now, a shot to the low side as the 29 washed up the hill out of 4. GT Arizari up to 3rd, but we have a race for the lead as Keith Bradley to the low side of Kevin Gladricic. So a terrific 4-truck race out of the gate here, and you almost hope these guys keep it clean, keep the fenders on it, keep the tires underneath them. I'm going like this is like the last 10 laps of a race. 9 truck hit sweep back low. My goodness. You guys getting after it. That's a great question. Hot Rod, you're out there watching. This almost looks like one of our old school grip races. This is fun, man. This is great. Guys are switching lanes. They're passing low. They're kind of passing high. They're able to get a run. Man, this is awesome, man. No, Hot Rod likes to race grip on Sunday nights over at TDR. No, we used to for a long time when Jack and I were like active racers once upon a time. I still kind of am, but that's debatable if I'm even competitive anymore.
I can't remember that far back.
Yeah, it's like ancient times now. I agree. And Gladricic going to lead the way here. Let's put 13 laps complete. 9 truck out to the lead, but that Ford truck is large and maybe in charge here soon. How about that 5th row? GT started 9th, up to 2nd. Bradley's 92 started 10th. He runs for 3rd. Now the Ford truck. Give us some Jack Daniels on that thing. GT Arizari, you're going to look for the race lead out of turn at number 4. Will come down through the dog leg. Does he have enough juice to get there? Looks like he will. GT now, the new race leader, guy that won last week, going away. And that truck was sporty here early on. Changed the manufacturers, changed the paint scheme, changed the sponsors on it. Still badass quick. Ford truck out to the race lead. Gladricic's going to fight back on the outside lane with a good run. And now Keith Bradley going to try to vacate the hole on the inside. Curtis Preston there as well in the 92. And there's a 5th truck starting to enter the picture as well. And that is a 6 of Richard Gonzalez, our pole sitter. Those drivers all within 0.6 of a second of the race lead. That is amazing now as we put 15 laps complete. How cool is this to watch? Wade Fields running in the 6th spot in the 3. Robert Nestor, Adam Lighty, Chad Biesinger, Mike Sheffield. Expected bigger things out of Mike here early on. Started outside row 2. He has dropped back to 10th. David Edwards, Matt Oprick, Ryan Ezel completing the 13 cars. And ironic enough, the guys running 11th, 12th, and 13th. Well, much like me, we don't take qualifying laps, so we run them back. Territory, so I kind of know what those guys are up to. Let's make some laps and hold on and get a good finish out of it for sure. But we're racing for the lead again. Around the exit of turn number 2 and down the back chute, Gladricic keeps taking a peek to the outside of GT, and he may look again down here in the 3rd turn of the outside lane. He will, and he may have enough of a power surge this time because he had a good shove from Bradley's 92 car. We'll see if that works for him out of 4. Nope, narrows up a little bit. 9 truck up to play the draft game there. The 4 is GT will continue with the lead. Now 17 laps complete. So what do you think of this one so far? Facebook Live, I see Marianne out there shooting on for Curtis. So Rich Murtaugh is out there. So who we got over there on YouTube Live, and we're also on YouTube tonight. Put that out there early. Hoping y'all are going to support that platform as well as we try to grow that one. Also available over on Twitch TV as well. Twitch.tv/Full Velocity TV. If you guys are on Twitch, or follow on Twitch, give us a subscribe over there. We're looking to get up to over 50 subscribers on Twitch as well. So if we do that, we'll do some stuff maybe exclusively for our Twitch audience. But, you know, we've talked about for a long time, and nobody's ever really pushed a platform.
Hey, Phil.
With that. That'd be cool. What do you got, Jack?
We got Jack Daniels in the lead, and we got Jim Beam in 4th.
No, we got a party and a thirsty. And if you like it to be with a little bit of extra spunk, you get the NOS energy drink on your 3rd. On the side of the 9 truck, you may be the odd man of this one. What could we consume as consumers here on the side, the connoisseurs on the side of the 9? Trying to zoom on in. Nothing edible. Zoomed in about as far as I can get, but my blind ass can't read it. But the big NOS logo behind him sticks out. The Jim Beam 29 sticks out. I can't read nothing on the side of the 9 truck. So out there, Kevin's Painter, help us out. Give us a big logo that we may know, or somebody help us identify it. He's doing a good job. Look at that. We've got Jeff Brown out there watching from iRacing iFlag. Jeff, we hope you are well, brother. And we spoke a little bit last night. It was good to hear your voice wherever you may be. You want to come pop in, say hello? We are here. We're still early on in this one, approaching a quarter of the way home. 21 laps of 100 complete. We are motoring right along. GT Arizari leading Kevin Gladricic, Curtis Preston, Keith Bradley, and Richard Gonzalez. All 5 of those drivers within, we'll call it 3/4 of a second of each other. About 2.5 seconds back now to Adam Lighty, who started 6th, now running back up to 6th. Robert Nestor, Chad Biesinger, Mike Sheffield. Now David Edwards into the top 10. Wade Fields has dropped a little bit, put him back to 11th with Matt Oprick and Ryan Ezel, including our 13 trucks. That race for second changed hands. Give it to the Curtis Preston 29 as he is kind of playing the game. I'm going to tell you what, Drac, you made the mention of it. Kind of looks like a grip race. Well, not quite grip, but these guys getting a big run. The truck's punching a big hole in the air, and I'm almost wondering, you know, guys like that 29 playing the drafting game up to set up those passes and move it. It's running off a lot with a grip race, so I think that's pretty close.
Yeah, it's pretty close. Hey, Jeff.
Hey, Jeff. He's out there saying hey. He loves Jack. Jack's his favorite. Jeff told me, though, that I'm his second favorite. But he told me all the rest are tied. Whatever that means. A little bit confused. So, chew on that one for a second there. Either way, we're getting close to that quarter mark going in here as we're going to put 24 laps complete this time out of turn number 4. Ford truck going to lead the way over Curtis Preston, Gladricic, Keith Bradley, Richard Gonzalez. That is our top 5 so far, clean green through all 24 laps. And I'm expecting that here from Charlotte. Always make some good racing in the shorter fields. You know, we're looking to grow the league here on Monday night. We're partnering here with Mr. Sheffield and hoping to get more of the Adrenaline Rush Racing League, get more drivers out here, get some more acclaim. It's a really good league. They pride themselves on clean racing, as we're seeing a good one here as Preston pulled to the lead and GT crossed them back over to the low side and they go reclaim the lead at the stripe. So let's put that 25 lap pole in, 25 laps complete, 75 laps here remaining in Charlotte. And does anybody have anything with a Ford truck? Curtis Preston so far. The best of the comers is...
See, Phil, you're his best buddy, Phil.
My best buddy, Phil. At least somebody loves me. Feeling the love here tonight. Thank you, Jeff. A lot of love. Sam Clentz's up me earlier, too. You know, Hot Rod even said he loved me, not in like a Brokeback Mountain kind of way, but, you know, nonetheless, you know, if he loves me that way, too, we're okay with that. We can probably almost handle that, you know. Although, may have big... Yeah, we'll leave that one alone. To get yourself in trouble.
So what do we call this? The Battle of the Distillers?
That's a good question. Either way, somebody's probably going to have a headache in the morning. If you finish what's probably sitting in the trunks of both those trucks. Jack Daniels, number 4, leading the Jim Beam, number 29. And let's get the energy drink in there, running in third. Keith up the third. No, Kevin's still holding out a third. Keith back there in fourth. So getting close. I know we had some more spirits on these trucks last week, too. Who else we got out there? Let's take a look-see around. Is kind of all stretched out. What do we got in the, say, the Exalta ride on the 6? Yeah, let's see all that 24 scheme. FDR in the 46. Adam supporting the colors. Adam's a good dude. Gave us the list of stars already. We go back here with 23 of Biesinger. Trying to zoom in on Chad's truck here. And that's right. Mike Sheffield. That's my favorite truck. So we got 2 Jacks, and we got the Fireball on the 1. And Jim Beam, Sheffield's the winner. Opric's got Bud Light. Oh, he certainly does. So we're a bunch of raging alcoholics out here. I'm telling you what, they make for great-looking rides. They really do. Make for a good night, too. Oh, is it? Okay, I would say that may be default my new favorite then. Oh, no, it did kind of look like it flashing by. Now you got me thinking donuts. Oh, man. We're a mess. 30 laps of 100 in today. I know, Jack, we're watching this race go on. It's, you know, kind of all stretched itself out, which we kind of figured it would. Did it last week, and that's what we kind of get with some really good racing. But it was super, super hot today. What was for dinner in Jack's house tonight? I bet you it was a whole lot more sane than what I did.
Actually, it was hamburgers.
And that would have been the same thing today for me. But why not on a 95-degree day spend an hour making a 3-pot pound of chili?
It was either hamburgers or a hot bowl of spaghetti, and I said no spaghetti.
I thought spaghetti too, but had the chili kit, and I said, you know what? Let's go off a big pot of chili. And did. My first one. Never done chili. And come out good. It's kind of an easy cheater kit. I don't think anybody can screw up, but I kind of almost did. but it did come out pretty dang good. We're going to be probably eating that all night long. We'll do that now. We'll have another bowl now because that could just go all sorts of wrong with the Jack by himself. I think Jeff McConey fell asleep. He was hoping to come join us tonight, but I forgot. Or probably melted a long day of heat driving on his long ride home from work, which is kind of weird in his own right. I know the route he takes. It's a long way, but these guys tonight, this 1.5 miles in Charlotte, they're making short work of it. What's that, Jack?
He is going to Purdue.
Yeah, he is going to Purdue. He's a special kind of special. I get it. Probably the brightest guy I know, though. Kid is really smart. Super impressed what he brings to the table when he joins us. Definitely missing my partner here for pavement tonight. Oh, no. Fuck. 46 did get looped, and oh, that stinks. 92 was good there early there. Mr. Bradley, and I think his ears may have been ringing, Jack, because you do. All right, Full Velocity Instant Replay brought to you by jmaxstrong.com. We'll do that under green. Take a look, see what happened back there to the 46 of Mr. Ladies. Oh, yeah, there it is. Switching lanes. Keith gives him a little shot. Adam gets all squirrely. They bumped again. Both to the apron, and they saved it. I will guarantee you they probably got driving coaching from our buddy Jeff to make a save like that. That was terrific. He might do that too.
They might have. You never know.
McConey, what is going on, buddy? A little late to the show, but better late than ready.
I unfortunately can't make the rest of the broadcast, but I had a couple seconds here to stop in, and I wanted to tell a joke, if that's all right.
Tell a joke. What do you got?
All right, so these two guys are out fishing, two older guys. They're out fishing in a lake, and they're out there in their boat, and all of a sudden a funeral procession goes by up on the bridge overhead. First guy, he stands up, takes his hat off, says a prayer, he's holding the hat down, he's head bowed down and everything, and he says a quick prayer. And the other guy says, wow, man. And he did that until the funeral procession had fully passed. The other guy goes, wow, I've never seen anything like that, man. That's really respectful of you. How amazing of you to do that. He goes, well, we were married for 40 years. It's the least I can do.
Yes. That is brilliant. Brilliant. I'm glad you stopped doing that.
It was well worth the stop by.
Well worth it. Man, I'm going to take that one, and I'm going to use that one about 20 years from now, maybe.
That's a great joke. Well, hey, you boys enjoy it, and I will catch you all on the flip side.
Glad he stopped in. Mr. Jeff McConey, everybody.
See you,
Get to the
see you,
McConey
Jeff.
setup shop. You need a good setup. Need some driver coaching. Jeff's a good dude. Said probably the most brilliant guy we know, and pops in with that was a good joke. May have to re-cleanse the palate after that one a little bit now. Working 38 laps of 100 complete. GT Irizarry and Curtis Preston. They're still going at it for the lead. They've broken away by about almost 3 seconds over Kevin Gladricic. So we may be approaching some pit stops here rather soon, as it looks like the 11 truck may have gone by the wayside. Robert Nesser just pulled the 11 off the track and behind the wall. So I don't know if he's got Krispy Kremes on that thing or not, but it could be time for a beverage and a snack for that number 11. So he'll finish up 12th here tonight, but we are working now. We're going to put 39 laps complete, and Preston and Irizarry continue to just duke it out. Been a good two-truck fight up there for a little bit while. They have checked away from Gladricic back there running in third, and they are still side-by-side, almost 40 laps in. Sam told us a little while ago he expects that fuel window to be somewhere between 46 and 52. So pit stops may be approaching, and then maybe only one, and you can't afford to screw that one up. So it's going to be the money shot here tonight, getting down to pit road, which it looks like going to be under green unless anything kind of unforeseen happens as they're getting close up there for the lead. Curtis cut little wobbled right there and almost got to the side of the Ford truck, and now they're having a little healthy discussion there between themselves, is talking about maybe potential little block right there from the Ford truck. It's a good conversation. They're not upset at all. They're just kind of explaining their side of what they're doing. So they got it worked out. They don't want to see the top two wreck because they look like they got this race covered. And they are pulling away now as 40 plus laps in.
Seafield Jeff sends me stuff that's made with love.
Yes, he does. Jack said, you are Jeff's favorite. You've got that wicked great iFlag, custom made, personalized just for you. You know what? Do we want to throw in the iRacing iFlag spot for him here? I know we'll probably get, in trouble if we do, but we could rectify that later on. What do you say? Let's take a look at our buddy Jeff Brown at iRacingIFlag.com. All right, there you go. A look at our buddy Jeff and check out his great peripheral products today over at iRacingIFlag.com. The unequivocal leader of just cool stuff. The iFlags, the pit board, all the great stuff he's got. Checked it out today. iRacingIFlag.com as this race for the lead continues. Now, as Sam said, we're in the pit window. We're going to put 46 on the board, and Curtis Preston and GT Arizari, well, they are still duking it out for the race lead. They put 3 seconds between themselves and Kevin Gladricic. Michael Sheffield might now up to the 4th spot in the 1 truck. Him and David Edwards, a couple of KG veterans right there, as David has worked his way now up to 5th.
We lost the 3 truck.
We lose the 3 truck. Yeah, we did. Wade Fields did pull behind the wall, so it looks like he is done. I think Ryan Ezel has been to pit road, as has Adam Lighty. Keith Bradley has been in, I do believe. Well, maybe not. Fell way off the pace, though. A guy that was running in the top 2 or 3 earlier has fallen all the way back now 14 seconds off the pace of the leader. So I think hearing this what Keith's saying there through the chat, it sounds like his truck has completely gone away, as has our pole sitter, Richard Gonzalez. He now sits back there in the 8th spot. 9.2 seconds last time around, so that Exalta truck continues to fade, approaching the pit stops. As guys we talked about that didn't qualify, the Matt Opricks of the world, the David Edwards, that they've now jumped into the top 10 as David up there at 5th. Matt Oprick now running in 7th. Him and Chad Biesinger out there just kind of drafting together, not really having a battle, but they're right together, nose to tail. So waiting that that pit stop window to be open, which is probably going to be here in the next couple of laps, because we're going to be 1 lap away from halfway. Looks like the race is going to play out the exact same way we saw it last week at Rockingham. Stretch it out to 1 stop and go get it. And I think that's what we're seeing here tonight, as we put 49 laps complete. So next time around, we will officially be halfway home in the Adrenaline Rush Racing League Truck Series. Every Monday night, race number 3 of 12. The whole schedule is available over at FullVelocityTV.com. Check out the Adrenaline Rush Racing League page over on Facebook. It's still small. We're hoping to grow that. And looks like I'm trying to make sure I've got everything kosher on this end as far as the output of the stream goes. Haven't got in trouble yet. Sure we will in the next 10 minutes. I'll guarantee it. But we'll deal with that as we do on a nightly basis. Seems like there's Facebook police don't like us. YouTube doesn't, they don't bother us too much. Facebook, they're fitting. You never know. You put a commercial out there with a little bit of tune to it, they always seem to take offense to it. So we'll figure that out. We'll make sure we stay going there and we'll keep rocking as we now put that halfway point in the book. 50 laps in. 50 laps remain, and I hear the calls out for pit stops. The top two are in. Here they come. They came together. Curtis Preston and GT Irizarry make the dive off the pit lane down from 175 miles per hour to down to the 45 mile per hour pit speed as they roll down the front chute. They are crawling. Let's see, you got to imagine it's going to be 4 tires and full of fuel as GT pops it off. He pits kind of more toward the middle. Curtis down there, he qualified 3rd, so he's got the run. 92 drove through his crew. The best part of iRacing is, or the worst part of iRacing, just watching them pit. How they can just drive through trucks on the pit lane. I'd be in an arcade. And good stop there as Curtis Preston beats GT out of the pits. And they gain a couple of seconds on him doing so. We're not a second, a full second. Let's see what they do coming up to speed as we now look toward the pit lane, as I believe see Mike Sheffield in the number 1 truck. Kevin Gladricic has been in the number 9. That's putting David Edwards to the race lead, the number 15, as he continues to make laps with him and Matt Oprick. And now he will make the dive off the 4th turn now onto the pit lane. So David Edwards is going to pit the 15 truck out of the lead. And the Bud Light number 16 of Matt Oprick is going to follow suit. So I believe that's going to complete everybody on the pit lane as Adam Lighty was in. Chad Biesinger dropped in. And Adam's at the lead. I thought Adam was probably the first one to come in. So he may have gained a little bit on tires, which let's see what he's doing now for lap times compared to as he hits the line. And he'll put a lap time up 31.163. Let's compare that to a guy like Gladricic who just came out 30.300. So 1 second gained on new tires roughly. I think that kind of helped the 46 truck gap out front. Let's see where David Edwards kind of runs back into this thing too, as the 15 was on the pit lane. We'll see if that kind of changes things. But I believe when it cycles on out, I believe Adam's going to have the lead over Gladricic by about 2 seconds. Okay, so now it's under 2 seconds. So we'll wait and see. Let's see, it's put 55 laps complete here. Is now, it's recycled on back through. Is David Edwards going to come out? Looks like 8th out of this one. So see if he can't put a good run together. Matt Oprick also. Guy who started back, no qualifying laps in the Bud Light number 16. He comes to pit road. He completes his service. He's going to run 5th. So now Oprick doing some good work on the pit lane. I almost wonder if he played some maybe 2-tire game or something. He got a lot of time. Him and David came in together. And David's back there, about 4 seconds behind. So Oprick gained some time on pit lane. I got to imagine maybe 2 tires. Not sure if you have any cool widgets that can look at that, Jack. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. But I know once upon a time we did that. Maybe in NR we did. All right, so we can't do that in iRacing quite yet. We'll work on that technology. Maybe somebody will help us. Yeah, that too. But we figure something out. But I'm going to assume that's what happened. Let's see what we got here. Kevin Gladricic leads the way over Adam Lighty. And, look at the guys battling for 3rd. They were racing up front for the lead here about 10 laps ago. The Ford truck of Irizarry. Well, he had lost the battle off pit road to Curtis. Now he's running on the racetrack. Well, this kind of reminiscent of what we saw in the opening laps. Is the Ford truck was quicker on the short run versus the 29 that I think was a little bit quicker on the long run. They were pretty equal. I think GT's truck was clearly faster on the pressure stop. So Jack Daniels' machine now running in 3rd as they circle around. They hit the start-finish line, and the lap time for the 4. Let's see what it's going to be here. 30.826. 37.99 for Preston. Let's compare that with Kevin Gladricic. It's 30.756. So pretty equal. Adam Letty a little slower with the older tires, 31-34. Number 46, who currently runs in second. So Gladys is lapping this field at a really good rate. He leads the way in the number 9, and we're going to complete lap 59 this time out of the fourth turn. So getting down to about 40 laps remaining. Been a good one so far, zooming on right through, and that's kind of what we're going to do here on Monday nights. I think with this league is some good tracks up ahead. I believe we go to Concord next week, and I can't confirm the distance I got in front of me is right, but it's got 300 laps at Concord. That could be a war next week. And we got North Wilkesboro coming up not too far in the distant future on the schedule as well. I believe we see Wilkesboro this Sunday with the Patriot Graphics 200. I believe we're going back in time to the 87 cars, which we'll get our first look at those on the network. So we'll see if Sam can't win his own race.
Yeah, y'all better be watching the number 7 Thunderbird out there.
7 Thunderbird, is that you?
Yeah, that'll be me. But I don't have a blade mode paint on it yet.
Oh, I got you. Well, I hope you.
It'll be easy to. It'll be easy to find, and it'll be the one in the wall.
That's true. It's true. We love you, Sam. You gotta get through one of these races clean, man.
Hey, I made it past regulation at the Talladega race. I don't want to hear it.
You made it past regulation. You didn't make it all the way, though.
Yep. Well,
they don't pay the money after regulation. They pay the money at the checker flag.
Well, that last lap elected me, and I didn't have anywhere to go.
Oh, it happens. Did that at Talladega myself. All right, let's go Sheffield Graphics on board with now the second place truck, the 4 of GT Irizarry. Now him and Curtis Preston have made their way around Adam Lighty now as Adam on the older tires. He has surrendered some time, and he may surrender himself down to the pit lane. He did. 46 truck is in, so his second stop of the race. We saw him involved in a squirrely deal a while ago. Almost got that thing spun out, him and the 92 did. That's kind of upset with 92's race as well. Now Adam Lighty on pit road, he'll put 4 tires on. He'll rejoin the group, but he will definitely lose his positioning. That was up there in the top 3. He's going to put Matt Oprick now up to the 4th spot, the number 16. David Edwards put David now into 5th. Him and Mike Sheffield had a good battle going on. There's been 3-truck battle back there. Let's take a look at that one really quick. They're single file. But the other Jack Daniels machine, the 15 of David Edwards, leads that Fireball Full Velocity Racing Network number 1. Michael Sheffield and Chad Beesing are right there behind them. So 3 trucks right together. They run 5th, 6th, and 7th. All clean here so far. Almost 2/3 the way in here. 65 laps we're going to be putting on the scoreboard next time around. Kevin Gladricic leading by an interval of 3.259 seconds, putting on a tremendous whooping on him here tonight. 49 truck had a good pit stop. Came in about a lap or 2 early, got in there clean, made 3 seconds on him, and that lead keeps growing. So whatever he's done something right. And Kevin Gladricic, hold on here. We got a lot left to figure out here in the Full Velocity Racing Network. I'm going to take a quick drink. Not sure if Jack wants to keep trucks on and play a commercial spot. But we're going to break away for a brief second. We'll come right back here live from the Charlotte Motor Speedway. All right, there we go. A little breakdown. Full Velocity Racing Network now 70 laps complete, 100 the distance, and we got a sprint going on here tonight. Kevin Gladricic leads, but that interval up front beginning to creep down a little bit, slimmer. We broke away. It was about 3.2 seconds. It is down to 1.8. That's true. That is absolutely true. That goes back to grip racing. You want to make time, stay in line. You want to lose time, start racing. Yeah, it's just the way it rocks. You need to stay in line and make some time. But Curtis and Luis, Mr. GT, they're not hearing that. They're not. They're still side by side. They're working down the back chute. That's racing for second, and they're still making lap times better than the leader. But they gained even a 10th last lap. But you think they'd want to figure that one out and figure who wants to lead, who wants to push. I want Hot Rod pulling, and I'll push Hot Rod. We'll go to the front. Ain't that right? We're going forward. Not good at being pushed, though. Sometimes. Not good at pushing. Maybe I need to be out front. Get that figured out. We'll figure out the right formation. All I do know is if Jack's the third car in line, we're probably all wrecked. It's happened before. Either way, I think they've got sorted out for second.
If Jack's in the starting lineup, you're going to be wrecked before the green comes out.
That's true. We're probably not even exiting the pit lane before I'm wrecked. We've done that before too. So what do you think, Jack? Are these two going to run down Mr. Gladricic up front? It's down to 1.3, and it's kind of closing, and they kind of got sorted out for the time being.
Yeah, they're going to catch him.
25 laps out. I think you're going to catch him too.
They're going to catch him, pass him, and go on about their business.
That's probably good thinking. It's basically come down to those two or three. Is Matt Oprick with a hell of a pit stop. Great strategy for the 16 team. Put Matt up to the 4th spot when he trails the leaders by 15 seconds even. So 15 and a half, went out back to 15 even. So Matt put a good lap time up compared to the leader. He turned a 31.43 last time by, where Gladricic was down to 31.9. My goodness, that thing may be really slip sliding going away. Here they come. The train is a coming. The train, but you don't really see it's a caravan. Not a tandem. We're tandem drafted. 4 and 29. We're going to pull to the back of the 9. Now we get a 3-truck race up front. For how long can Kevin hold these two off as he works in turns number 3 and 4? 75 laps now complete. We're going to put 76 on the board here, and till the 9-truck hold on for yet another lap leg. He will. I think Cuba Jaws means it's only a matter of time. And the GTA Reserve going to go to the outside lane, make the pass. He's up there. He's going to look. He's going to run. He didn't pull it off. Oh, there you go. Maybe that time off at 2. Thought it wouldn't be much of a match. It is, as we rode down to 3 and 4. He's to the right rear of the 9. Kevin keeps that thing glued to the bottom. The truck may be ill handling. He is still up to a game fight. Is now him and GT in a dead heat at the line. GT was scored to lead. He was, and Curtis pressed the 29 truck. Not sure what lane to go to. High or low? Low side 1. Gladricic pulls back to the lead, but GT will go back up to the top lane. He's got that thing flying. He will work it down to the 3rd turn. He'll run the high lane. And one of my favorite things about Charlotte, it's always been a racing surface that's 2 lanes wide, 3 lanes wide, and that time to 3 and 4, GT got the run, and the 4 truck will reassume himself to the top of the podium. Race leader now with 78 laps complete. Now can Curtis Preston, his adversary for the night, make the same move on the 9. He'll try the outside lane on a 2. They'll go down the back chute. Kevin will slam the door shut. See how that changes the equation down to the corner here as he runs kind of more the middle. And Curtis will stay kind of in the middle lane as well. The right tire track still come out of turn number 4. And you did see Kurt use the draft early in the race when they were all right together and kind of played that game. So it could be You know, maybe some gamesmanship being played, conserving his equipment, saving his tire wear a little bit. Maybe you want to run, or, you know, he's saving the run. GT now is going to be out front. He's going to have all the air on the nose. By the way, make the most speed, but you never know. And we had a lead change happening. Gladricic back to the bottom. I'm going to lead it off a 4, but I think that shows what the draft can do. Kevin's got obviously a really good truck, and we'll see how these last 20 laps will play out, because I think Kevin's only got, let's see, maybe 1 or 2 lap older tires. Before the 29, so I
Coming up on lap traffic too.
Thank you. I was going to make mention of that too. As you look up right ahead, there is lap trucks not too far away, and that could also play a wrinkle in the end of this one too, as I believe that's Keith Bradley 92 clinging on to the end of the lead lap. Richard Gonzalez not too far ahead of him, neither about 2.5 seconds. So those could be the first 2 victims of falling off the lead lap here in racing versus 9 trucks in the lead lap. GT Irizarry leads, Kevin Gladricic, Curtis Preston, Matt Oprick, and David Edwards completing your top 5, with Michael Sheffield running in 6th. Chad Biesinger in for 7th, Richard Gonzalez 8th, Keith Bradley 9th, Adam Lighty running 10th. You can see Adam make that second pit stop. He is 1 lap down. Ryan Kiesel, the 88, he currently runs 11th. He is 3 laps down. Wade Fields in the number 3, and Robert Nestor's number 11. Those 2 trucks we tied a little while ago. A 13-truck start here tonight, and now we put 8 to the lead lap, or 9 to the lead lap, with Bradley still holding on, but by a fingernail. He's beginning to feel the pressure of these top drivers up front as they are right there breathing on his neck. So I believe it's going to be a few seconds away until we put officially 8 to the lead lap, as GP, Kevin, and Curtis will try to work their way on around and follow that tail there for a second. That Knox Energy drink machine was really good early. You got to think he picked up a little bit of damage in the scuffle with Adam. Maybe hurt the truck a little bit for sure. Looked like what was going to be a promising night. Started 10th, was up as high as, you know, the lead there for a lap or two, the 92 truck. Now Keith Bradley, you know, going to fall off the lead lap as they pull to the inside, and they're going to motor on right around. The 4 goes by, the 9 goes around, the 29 goes by. Now clear. They've got 15 laps remaining now. 60, 84 go complete. 4 truck leads the way. Looks like the dominant player here tonight, GT Irizarry. Can he make it 2 in a row? I guess we'll find out here in the closing moments in Charlotte. 85 laps complete. Let's go around, maybe do a version of the FDRN, crank it up, wherever they want to call it. Take a couple laps around, follow these drivers around. We're completing 85 laps, 15 to go here tonight in Charlotte. All right, little break there, enjoying some of the sounds of the Charlotte Motor Speedway in the Truck Series, and you just saw the 9 truck, Mr. Gladricic, bounce it off the fence, and I think he wrinkled up the right side a little bit, and that was a little off on tire wear, but looks like he may have wrinkled that thing and really hurt the aerodynamics on it. So Kevin Gladricic maybe seeing his chance to win fade here as we now go into inside 10 laps remaining here in Charlotte. 90 going to go complete. Oh, we're coming to 10 to go. How's that? Well, we're racing on lap 90, so we're coming at 10. Call it 10. It says lap 90 on my ticker, but you get better information than I do. I would say. Yeah, and it's going to click to 10 right now. It's our finish line. 10 laps remaining tonight for the Adrenaline Rush Racing League Truck Series. And GT Irizarry, Curtis Preston now continue to race it for the lead, although it's tame for the moment. And it's been tame for the two of them for a little while. But I don't think it's going to be all that tame in the last 5 laps. I think Curtis may have a run, a good truck left. To give GT's new paint scheme can handle the gremlins here tonight. And maybe put that Ford truck in victory lane for his second consecutive week in a different make. Who knows? He wins tonight. He may retire the Ford and pull a Toyota out next week for all we know. Maybe a Ram.
I doubt it.
Ram and iRacing.
No.
If we did, I would drive a Ram. I like the Dodge. That Ford F-150 is big in tonight. That number 4 truck. And
I might.
Preston leading the way.
I might drive a Toyota. Isn't that what Kyle Busch drives?
That's what Kyle Busch drives, exactly, in Toyota. You know what? He's fast. And the guy hates to lose. And that's why we like him. We did this last week at Maconi. I blew his mind. I said, if your name's not Kyle right now in oval racing in America, you're not number 1. I mean, Busch has it covered in the asphalt, and Larson's got it cleaned up in the dirt, where I'm hoping Larson will stay for many, many years to come. The kid looks happy. But yeah, I like guys. You know, I also kind of have an affinity for a guy like Kevin Harvick, who just kind of doesn't like to lose. I've got no tolerance for guys who jump out and be like, hey, finished 15th tonight. Great points night. Yeah, you got your butt kicked is what you did. That's how we call it, like you see it. Yeah, you know, tough. That's tough there. Curtis got a good truck. Yeah, he did scrape a little bit of the lettering off the right side. So the Jim Beam machine, kind of reminiscent of what Robbie Gordon did with it years ago. Kind of scuffed it up a little bit. It's only a lap truck in between the two of them as GT has gone on by. GT making some time. The lap truck there, that's Ryan Ezel's number 88. Ryan's been a little bit off the pace all night, making laps, learning what he can do, and nice shot to Ryan Ezel. Though he dropped us a message here in the last couple of days. We're going to see if we come do his league here one of these days. So we'll see if we can't maybe make that work. Then Mr. Sheffield endorsed him as a good league, and we take Mr. Sheffield's word for it. So we'll see one day if we can't make something happen for Mr. Ezel and check out our movie series starting in January. Still some time in between, but never know what's going to happen here the next couple of months where things kind of take us in the world and kind of know where we'll be like tomorrow. Nothing guaranteed for sure. As we continue to motor it on by, we got 5 laps remaining. What's guaranteed? That's true.
You have to wear a mask. That's guaranteed.
Yeah. That's good. If you're out there and you're going to leave home, wear your mask. You can't socially distance, I guess. You got to do the right thing. We got to somehow curb this thing. We really do. Whatever we got to do, besides shutting the government down again, which I'll never be an advocate for, we got to do something. Wear your mask and protect yourself, protect others. I guess the best advice we can give you. A little public service announcement for your friends at the Full Velocity Racing Network is, and Jack's a big advocate of that mask. Loves to go out there in 100-degree heat with that mask on and can't breathe. I'll tell you what, his favorite thing to do.
It's like climbing in the freaking motor compartment after you've gone from Indiana to Florida.
That could be, yeah, be kind of warm. Could be warm. I don't know if anybody wants to really go to Florida right now.
Because all it does is trap the heat in.
Yep, I know. We're wearing them too. I understand. We know the rigors. And we're about to know the rigors of what 100 laps at Charlotte looks like as well, because out of turn number 4, the 2 Popsicle Sticks will go down. 2 laps remain here in Charlotte for the race leader, GT Irizarry in the 4. He puts the pole sitter, the 6 truck of Richard Gonzalez, going a lap down. So GT Irizarry within, call it 2.5 miles now of maybe capturing his second consecutive win. I guess that would unofficially make him the winningest driver in the all-time series history of the Adrenaline Rush Racing League, winning 2 out of the first 3. We ain't seen the opening night winner back here in the last 2 weeks, so GT would be on an island all by himself with 2 as he sees the white flag in the air. He goes on by one more trip around. It looks like he may have no pressure from behind as Preston has fallen off by about 9/10, a second and a half back to Gladricic. GT's only had to work the lap traffic. He passed Gonzalez. He's got clear racetrack ahead. I don't believe the 6 will pressure him too much from behind. He's the buffer between himself and the Curtis Preston 29 out of turn number 4. Put the checkered flag in the air. And for the second consecutive time, GT Irizarry going into victory lane tonight. He will win here in Charlotte over Curtis Preston. Kevin Gladricic in for 3rd, and I believe it's going to be Matt Oprick going to get a top 4 run tonight. Great run for the 16 truck. He'll finish up 4th. The race for 5th, as they flash on by the line, will go to David Edwards, and a photo finish between himself and Michael Sheffield. Michael will grab a 6th, Chad Biesinger 7th. The final on the lead lap, Richard Gonzalez in 8th, Adam Lighty 9th, Keith Bradley 10th. Keith Bradley will finish up 10th. Ryan Ezel was 4 laps down 11th. Wade Fields and Robert Esther, your 13 trucks here tonight from Charlotte. It is time for the post-race show. Means it is time to pop over to Discord. And we will talk about our top 3 next, including the big winner, GT Irizarry. All right, back here live, the Full Velocity Racing Network post-race show presented by BladeNode.com. Simple web solutions powered by nerds, web hosting, DPS servers, dedicated servers. They do it all. Check them out today over at BladeNode.com. Tell them that Phil and Jack sent you. They would appreciate that. See Vlad, good dudes, and take care of a lot of great things for us here at Full Velocity, including a good event we're going to see here Sunday afternoon. We'll talk more about that as the week goes on. Let's talk today's top 3. The winner, GT Irizarry, is number 4. Curtis Preston finishing up 2nd in the 3rd place run tonight for the 9 truck. Mr. Kevin Gladricic back on the podium. Kevin, a terrific run by you, a top 3. Fast truck all night long. They looked a little bit quicker. What can you have done different to keep pace with those 2? You had a good run, 3rd place. I'll take that any day of the week.
Yeah, I honestly don't know. I tried driving in to the corner deeper. I tried letting out a little earlier. I tried everything I could think of. I just couldn't figure out what they were doing.
Whatever they had doing, they certainly had it figured out. They were definitely fast. GT came from the back, passed a lot of trucks. You had a decent qualifying run, started, inside row 2. So you started 3rd, you finished 3rd. I guess that's consistency, right? We take that as drivers at the end of the night, do we not?
Yeah, I mean, you take it as a driver, but it's always irritating to know that the other guys were doing something that I couldn't figure out.
Kevin, as always, man, it's good to catch up with all you guys post-race. 100 laps. 2nd race here of the 3 that have gone caution-free. In 3 races, we have seen 1 yellow. This has been a great league to follow. It's going to be a blast to race in. And you get a top 3 once again, which means you get the floor one more time to give a shout-out to whoever out there may be watching you here tonight. We're on Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch TV, buddy. Who's out there watching?
I'm going to give thanks to Felicia, the love of my life, Donica, my stepdaughter, Austin Derbyshire for the sick paint, Justin Levine for teaching me his ways.
Love it. Well, here is, folks, a great third place run. Kevin Jodricic tonight, the number 9 truck. He will finish up third. We'll let him go and debrief with the team, and we'll take a walk down here on the pit lane. And for the first time on the Full Velocity Racing Network, we welcome the name in Mr. Curtis Preston. Curtis, a terrific second place run tonight for that Jim Beam machine. You and GT mixed it up for quite a while. I thought you had something for him in the later stages. You hit the ball there about 5 or 6 to go. Did that upset the truck enough?
Yeah, it was just enough, man. It took the turn out of the middle just enough. I couldn't get back to him, but that was a fun 100 laps running door to door with somebody like that. That was a lot of fun. That
was terrific fun to watch. And, you know, a race for a little while that was really insane early, but you and GT, I mean, I thought you two guys would log some laps. 100 is not a long race, but, you know, kind of not a sprint race either for us all, but you guys, instead of making laps going for it, you guys raced tooth and nail every lap. That was awesome. I mean, I was caught by surprise. Why were you guys racing so hard? Or I guess the simple answer is, we're all those racers, aren't we not? No. Did I lose Curtis? Did I lose Jack? We still here? I've been Jack. Okay, so you still hear me. I think we may have lost Curtis Preston. Curtis, you still with us? All right, well, we have lost Curtis Preston, but he is tonight's second place finisher with that number 29 truck. We'll congratulate him. A great night by him and that team. And let's go down into BladeNode.com victory lane, shall we? An old friend for the second week in a row, Mr. GT Irizarry, back in victory lane. GT, a new look in the truck, new make. Had to work out some gremlins early in qualifying. This thing came alive. Another flawless piece here tonight there, brother. Tell us all about it.
And I'm just lucky. I mean, it was some good racing for sure. The thing is I've raced Curtis for a while before in Cyber Thunder. And I had a feeling he was actually trying to set me up. He's famous for actually just running back there and letting you burn your stuff up. But, you know, this number 4, you know, F-150, you know, Jack Daniels truck, it did what it had to do, man. But it wasn't easy. I mean, it wasn't as easy as what it was like over there Rockingham. We definitely had to work for it. That number 9 was fast too. He kind of shocked me on the pit strategy he was on. I thought he was gonna have to pit again, so we were just kind of biding our time. But no, he was up there for the win. So man, good to have you guys on board again too.
Absolutely, brother. Always good to catch up with you. And I asked Kurt the same question before I lost him. I'll ask you, being the veteran you are. 100 laps, it's not a sprint, but it's not really a marathon here at Charlotte either, right? Kind of that in between. But you still got to log laps. You're still going to take care of your stuff, your tires, your equipment. And you and Curtis, you guys raced tooth and nail forever, door-to-door, side-by-side. Got a little loose a couple of times. At what point do you guys as drivers say, hey, enough's enough? We got to see the finish.
You know, I know how Curtis thinks. I know how he races, and he's not going to give up as long as I'm not giving up. You know, but we've, like I said, we've raced many races with each other, you know, door to door, and you know, we've had a couple of incidents as well where we know, hey, it's you know, it's a racing deal between us. You know, we know how each other race, and you know, we've said it many times. Whenever he passed me for the first time and I pulled a crossover on him, you know, you guys couldn't hear, but I came on chat and I said, hey, no, you know, not so easy. And you know, he replied back, said, hey, I wouldn't expect it any other way. You know, but that's just how we race, and you know, that's good fun racing to do, and it's good fun racing to watch, you know. And I mean, you know, there's a lot of talent in this field right here. I think a lot of these guys are still trying to get used to how other people race and stuff, and once they start figuring out, you know, the just like what you said, you know, you can't just go, you know, balls at a wall straight off the rip, even though it seems like some people do. You got to learn to manage your stuff as well. And I got a feeling we're going to have some guys out here after the, you know, next few weeks. You're going to be seeing some different names up here in Victory Lane.
Well, we'll wait and see. Now, officially the winningest driver in the Adrenaline Rush Racing League, buddy, 2 in a row. They're always special to get. I don't care how many you run off in a row there, buddy. Good job as always. The floor is all yours there, my friend, to take it away. And thank you. We'd like to thank for helping you get out here tonight.
Said thank you guys, West Motorsports, for coming out here and doing this. Thank you, Michael Sheffield, for Adrenaline Rush Racing for putting it on. And appreciate Curtis as always for racing me clean, and also the 9 card too. He was racing us clean as well. It was just some good stuff. And, so far, I want to thank everybody that's coming out here each Monday night to race with us, because it seems like the personalities are really cool. And that means a lot, that you got cool personalities that you can just kind of, shoot the crap with on the TeamSpeak channel or on the racetrack versus, just out there racing. There's more to it. And, when you start off something like that, that ends up building into something huge. So, once again, number 4, F-150, Jack Daniels truck. What's up? New sponsor, new truck, man. Way to start it off. Appreciate it.
Got it, brother. Good to see him back in Victory Lane, GT Arizari. And I said, I agree. The relationships we make off the racetrack they mean so much more than anything ever will on the racetrack. So good job by GT. He picks up yet another win, and that will do it for us here tonight. Another caution-free race with the Adrenaline Rush Racing League. Going to be a lot of fun to cover. We'll be back here live next Monday night for Jack Truan, for Sam Perry and Hot Rod, for the entire crew at the Full Velocity Racing Network. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you back here live on Wednesday night. We're going to rare off Tuesday, but we'll see you back here Wednesday. A big full bill. FullVelocityTV.com is where you find us. Have a good night, everybody.